morning children. This is the second video of your chapter volume and surface area of solids, and I had started in the first video exercise 27a, and I explained you all the formula of regarding cube as well as cuboid to find the total surface area, to find the lateral surface area, to find the volume. In the first video I gave you all the formulae for the cube as well as cuboid. Now in some questions you may be asked to change liters into meter cube or liters into centimeter cube, because you know liter is also the unit of volume. So you have to remember this relation, that 1 meter cube volume is equal to 1000 liters, or in other words I can say that 1000 liters make 1 meter cube of volume, and 1000 centimeter cube makes 1 liter, it is equal to 1 liter. So in some questions you may be asked to do some conversions, so you have to learn these two relations between meter cube and liters and centimeter cube and liter. Now I am taking up the fifth question of your book. Fifth question says 2 liters of petrol are poured into a rectangular container which is 25 centimeter long. So how much is the length of the container? 25 centimeter, and breadth, or you can say width, is 8 centimeter, and the rectangular container means it will be cuboidal in shape, and the depth means height. So height is how much of the container? 25 centimeter. Now in this container having this much length, breadth and height, 2 liters of petrol is poured into it. What is the depth of the petrol in the container? Means you have to tell how much height will be occupied by the petrol in the container, and the total height of the container is 25 centimeter. So for that I am going to convert this liters into centimeter cube. As I have already given you the relation between liter and centimeter cube, you know 1 liter is how much? 1000 centimeter cube, as I have written above. So 2 liters will be how much? You are going to multiply 2 with 1000 and you are going to get 2000 centimeter cube. It means this is the volume of the petrol, and the formula for the volume is length into breadth into height is equal to volume. Length, as you know, the liquid takes the shape of the container, so length and breadth will be the same as that of the container. So the length of the container will take as 25, breadth of the container we will take as 8, and we have to now find the height. Though the total height is 25 centimeter, but how much height will be occupied by the petrol? That we are taking as h is equal to volume we have calculated in centimeter cube, that is 2000. Now height will be 2000 upon 25 into 8. Now you can cancel it with the table of 5. 5 5s are 25, 5 4s are 20, 0 0, 8 1s are 8, 8 5s are 40, and 2 0, 5 1s are 5, 5 1s are 5 and 0. So 10 centimeter. So you are going to write it. Therefore height of petrol in container is equal to 10 centimeter. So this much height will be occupied by the petrol of the, though the total height is 25, but how much height will be that of the petrol? Till 10 centimeter. Now after fifth question I am taking up now your seventh question. Seventh question says, find the number of bricks, each measuring 24 centimeter by 15 centimeter by 8 centimeter, that are needed to build a wall 33 meter long, 48 centimeter wide and 2.8 meter high. Now you know that the bricks are just put one over the other to make up a wall. So the total volume of the brick, that is why you see its dimensions are given in centimeter, but the length of the wall and the height of the wall is given in meter. So we are going to use the formula first to find the number of bricks. Number of bricks is equal to volume of wall upon volume of one brick. Now we are going to first find volume of wall. And volume of wall, I told you, you can divide two quantities if they are of the same unit. So in order to find the volume of wall, it will be length, which is given to you as 33 meter, and I want to change it into centimeter. So I will divide by, I'll multiply by 100. This becomes the length in centimeter. Into breadth. Breadth of the wall is given to you as 48 centimeter. And height of the wall is given to you as, so this is already in centimeter, and height of the wall is given to you as 2.8 meter. So I will multiply 2.8 also with 100. So I have taken length into breadth into height. When you multiply all this, you will get the volume of the wall in centimeter cube. Now I am not doing any multiplication or calculations. Leave your answer like this for the volume of wall, because when you are going to divide the volume of wall with volume of one brick, many numbers will just cancel each other. Now how will you find volume of one brick? The dimensions of the brick are given to you as 24, that is length, into breadth 15, into height 8 centimeter cube. No need to do its multiplication also. Now put the volume of wall, its complete volume, and the volume of brick into this formula. So number of bricks is equal to 33 into 100 into 48 into 2.8 into 100 divided by 24 into 15 into 8. Now this is in centimeter cube, this is in centimeter cube. Both are now in the same unit, so we can cancel each other. We can divide. Now remove this decimal point. It will be divided by 10 in the denominator. Now you can cancel 1 0. You know 24 2s are 48. You know 3 1s are 3, 3 1s are 3, 3 5s are 15. And 5 1s are 5, 5 2s are 10. And you have 2 1s are 2, 2 4s are 8, 4 1s are 4, 4 7s are 28. Now in the denominator all are cancelled. In the numerator you are left with 11, 100, 7, 2. Why I have not touched 100 for cancellation? Because it makes us easy to do the multiplication with 10 or multiple of 10. So now 11 into 14. And 11 into 14, the 7 to the 14, and 11 into 14 I will multiply for you. 11 4s are 44, 11 1s are 11, and 1 4 154. 154 into 100 will give you the answer as 1500. So number of bricks are 15,400. Now I am taking up the ninth question. Ninth question says, what is the maximum length of a pencil that can be kept in a rectangular box of dimension 8 cm by 6 cm by 2 cm? Now maximum length means the longest length, and yes, in the previous video I told you that the longest rod is the diagonal of the cuboid. As it is a cuboid, as the dimensions are given different, so in this question we are going to apply the formula to get the longest rod, which they have also given as the maximum length. We have to find the diagonal of cuboid. First write the formula of diagonal of cuboid. It is equal to L square plus B square plus H square. Now you can write what is the maximum length of a pencil. So you will write maximum length of which will be like the diagonal of your cuboid. Maximum length of pencil is equal to, put the values of the dimensions given. L is given to you as 8, so it will be 8 square plus, how much is it, into 6 square, plus how much is the height, 2 square, and when you are going to take the square, it will be 64, 8 square 36 plus 4, and when you add all you get 104. So 104 is not a perfect square, so take out its prime factors. Prime factors you will see that will come out to be 2 into 2 into 2 into 13. If you take the prime factors of 104, so one pair you are getting of 2, rest will remain inside. 13 2s are 26 centimeter. So 2 under root 26 centimeter is the total maximum length of the pencil that can be put inside it. Now I am taking up 13th question. And what does 13th question says? 13th question says, the whole surface area of a rectangular block is 8,788 centimeter square. If the length, breadth and height are in the ratio 4:3:2. So I am going to take, let length be 4x centimeter, breadth is equal to 3x centimeter, and height is equal to, ratio is given as 2 for height, 2 centimeter. So this is the length, breadth and height, as the ratio is given as 4:3:2. Now the total surface area is given to you as 8788. So now we are going to use the formula of total surface area of cuboid, twice LB plus BH plus HL is equal to total surface area. Now substitute their values. Twice length will be 4x into 3x breadth plus breadth 3x into height 2x. It will be height 2x. 2x plus height 2x into length 4x is equal to 8788 given to you. Now we are going to take first this 2 to the right and we'll divide it. Rest we are going to multiply. 4x into 3x will give you 12x square. plus 3x into 2x will give you 6x square, plus 2 4s are 8x square is equal to 8788 divided by 2. So this becomes 12 plus 8 20, 26x square is equal to, when you divide it, you get 4394 when you divide it by 2. Now how much will be x square? X square will be 4394. X square will be 4394 divided by 26. Now you can cancel it with the table of 2. 2 1s are 2, 2 3s are 6, 2 2s are 4, 2 1s are 2, 19, 2 9s are 18, 1 carry, 2 7s are 14. Now this is, you can do it with the table of 13. 13 1s are 13, 13 1s are 13, 21 minus 13 gives you 89, and it will be 13 7s are 13 6 are 78. If you subtract 89 minus 78, you get 11. 11 and this 7 becomes 117, and that is 13 9s are 117. So this implies x square is equal to 169. Now in order to find x, we are going to take the square root. X is equal to square root of 169 is 13. So I told you to learn the squares of at least first 25 numbers. If you know the squares, you can very easily calculate. You can directly write 169 is, square root of 169 will be 13. Now the question, what does the question tells you to find? Question says to find the difference between its length and height. Now first we are going to find the length. Length is equal to 4x. As you see, length we have taken as 4x centimeter and height was 2x centimeter. So length is 4x centimeter, so it will be 4 into LD of x is 13. It comes out to be 13 4s are 52 centimeter, and height is 2x. 2 into 13, that comes out to be 26 centimeter. And difference between length and height is equal to, difference means subtract 52 minus 26, that will come out to be 26 centimeter. So this is the answer of your 13th question. Now after 13th question, I am going to take up now your 15th question. 15th question says, what does 15th question says? 15th question says, a closed rectangular box measuring 72 centimeter by 54 centimeter by 48 centimeter. It means, this is, now I am taking your 15th question. It means the external length of the box is 72 centimeter. External breadth is 54 centimeter. External height is 48 centimeter. So these are the external length and breadth and height of the closed rectangular box. Now externally, and is made of wood 1.5 centimeter thick. So this is rectangular box which is hollow from inside, but as it is made by the joining the rectangular plates of the wood, so there must be some thickness of the wood also, and that thickness of the wood is given to you as 1.5 centimeter. Now what does the first part tells you to find? Find the capacity of the box in liters. Now in order to find the capacity of the box in liters, we are going to first find the capacity of the box. Means you have to find the internal volume of the box, and in order to find the internal volume of the box, we have to find the internal length. So internal length will be outer length, which is 72, minus twice the thickness, which is 1.5, and it will be 72 minus 3, that comes out to be 69 centimeter. In the same way, internal breadth, 54 minus twice the thickness, that comes out to be 51 centimeter, because this is 3. 54 minus 3 is 51. So this is 3. 72 minus 3 is 69. Internal height. Internal height is equal to 48 minus twice the thickness. That comes out to be 48 minus 3, that is 45 centimeter. So in order to find the first part, internal volume is equal to capacity of the box. So that will be taking the internal length, multiply the internal breadth, and multiply the internal height. 69 into 51 into 45. When you multiply them, you are going to get the volume as 158355 centimeter cube. That you can check also. So this will be the internal volume, that is the capacity of the box. They have asked you to find in liters. To convert liters into centimeter cube, we'll multiply by 1000 as we have done in the previous question. To convert centimeter cube into liters, we are going to divide by 1000 and shift the decimal to the left by 3 places. It will become 158.355 liters. So this is the capacity of the box. Now second part says to find the volume of wood. Now to find the volume of wood, formula is the external volume minus the internal volume. Internal volume we have already calculated as 158355 centimeter cube. Now we are going to find the external volume. External volume is to take the external dimensions, that were 72 into 54 into 48, and when you multiply them, you are going to get 18664 centimeter cube. This is external volume. Now volume of wood is equal to external volume minus internal volume. Substitute the value of external volume minus substitute the value of the internal volume and subtract them. When you subtract, you will see that you will get 28,269 centimeter cube. You can do the subtraction and see it. Now the third part says to find the mass of the box. If the wood used weighs 0.9 gram per centimeter cube. And 0.9 gram per centimeter cube means density is given to you. You have done it in physics, the density chapter. This is the unit of density. And you remember you have done the formula of density also in physics. Density is mass upon volume. So from here, what will be the formula for the volume? Mass. Mass will become volume. We will take to the left. It will become volume into density. So in order to find the mass, mass is equal to volume. That is the volume of the wood. Volume of the wood 28269 multiply the density which is given in the question as 0.9. And when you multiply them, you will get 25442.1 gram. Means 25,442.1 gram. So if you get the answer more than 1000 gram, you should change it into kg. Because in 1 kg there are 1000 grams. And your answer is quite bigger than that of 1000 grams. So change it into kg. In kg, if you want to change gram into kg, so we are going to divide by 1000. Shift your decimal to the left by 3 places. It will become 25.44 take it till 3 place 2 kg. So this is the mass. So I have done few questions for you. Rest of the questions you also try, and I'll take up your problems next time.